The outside world shapes children's development through experiences that they live every day. And they do so by using their 5 senses: hearing, sight, smell, taste, and touch. Indeed, senses are the way people approach the external reality, discovering and experiencing day by day what surrounds them. And perception is the definition of this process of obtaining awareness and processing sensory information. Indeed, the environment stimuli are converted into meaningful experiences thanks to what people perceive. A relevant shade of the concept of perception is the notion of person perception. That is defined as the information gathered when meeting another person, which allows formulating impressions of others and often leading to judgment of traits and dispositions. People process external data from the surrounding social environment while exploring how others think and act. It is at this point that biases, stereotypes, or feelings of prejudice against someone or something are formed. Person perception is a subjective process. It may occur either directly, just looking at personal attributes such as sex, race, and age, or indirectly, by deducing personal attributes from observation of behaviors or from interpreting information provided by a third party. The processes of perception and person perception can be severely impacted by cultural factors. Impressions are based on social norms and roles people are expected to conform to. One of the mental shortcuts used in person perception is known as social categorization, where people are mentally organized into different groups based on common traits. Different experiences and cultural backgrounds can result in people giving diverse meanings to the same stimulus, thus implying perception diversity. Conversely, it often happens that people with matching cultural backgrounds will tend to experience similar perceptions by assigning similar connotations to the same experience. However, individuals' interpretation of inputs from the external world may be unique, depending on the person considered. Also, cultural perception, or how a person sees the world based on cultural background, may lead to biases and stereotypes. Bias might come in when too many inputs are received from the social external world. A stereotype is a standardized mental picture that is held in common by members of a group and that represents an oversimplified opinion, prejudiced attitude, or uncritical judgment. While such generalizations may be useful when making quick decisions, and they are often considered part of a normal cognitive process, they may be erroneous when applied to particular individuals and are among the causes of prejudices and biased attitudes. When dealing with gender inequality issues, gendered person perception reinforces stereotypes and biases, with consequent implications on the role and status of an individual. People may start relating their gender with the reason for not having access to certain opportunities, or even for being treated and considered differently. For example, women in majority male workplaces are less likely to encounter fair possibilities or adequate attention to gender diversity and inclusion. And this could lead to the perception that their gender represents an obstacle for acceptance, future career development, and chances to growth. But what is the relationship between a clear perception of gender inequality and the idea of gendered barriers for inclusion, treatment, possibilities, and career? In the next episode, we will focus more on the impact of gender inequality on perception and person perception in the aerospace field and in its influence on the individual's inclusion. If you want to know more about this project, follow the Rome local group of Women in Aerospace Europe on Facebook and Instagram and reach out to share your experiences.